Hi, my name is Lucy and I'm 14. I got diagnosed with a brain tumour when I was 10 months old. I was having around 300 seizures a day. My parents were the ones who forced the doctors to do a brain scan and searched all around for the right treatment. The doctors originally thought I had reflux. Eventually, my parents found a team in Arizona, in America, who had operated successfully on this type of rare tumour and said they could help. After a 10-hour operation and a 2-month stay in intensive care, when my parents slept on the windowsill, I was stable enough to fly home with a doctor back to Great Ormond Street Hospital. The surgeons were only able to remove half of my tumour. Also, as a result of my very risky surgery, I became salt diabetic, needed growth hormone replacement, went into puberty aged 4, and lost one of my short-term memory illnesses. Life moved on, and at 10 years old, the epilepsy has started to spread through my brain. We went back to America, where an amazing surgeon was working on laser ablation for my kind of tumour. We weighed up the pros and the cons and decided it was the right thing to do to give me a better future and hopefully make me seizure-free. The problem with having brain surgery at age of 10 means you're fully aware of the risks and consequences. Although I thought I might not make it, I knew I needed to take the risk. I made it, whoop whoop! However, as with my previous surgery, more endocrine functions stopped working. I stopped producing cortisol and my thyroid stopped working. But I am here today because of the support from my doctors, friends, and my incredible family who have been on this journey with me. Preparing for my 11 plus made me very ill with the stress of constant tests. I only applied for one school, which my best friend also applied for. I got in, but my body couldn't manage the long days. I went into constant seizure state, needing my emergency medicines, and needed to be collected early, nearly 3 times a week. After another long hospital stay, I was advised to move schools. I moved schools away from my best friend, but much nearer home and shorter days. Making friends there was much harder than I thought, as I joined halfway throughout the year and everyone had bonded already. I was lost and didn't have anyone to hang out with for the first 2 weeks. After a term, I moved schools again, as that school was also not right for me. But I was accepted into the senior school of my primary school. I was given a place on the condition that I repeat the year, and to be honest with you, I had missed so much school because of my medical condition that perhaps this was a good idea. My friends were in the year above, and I was now repeating year 7. The girls were all a lot younger than me, but I worked hard and carried on. After a couple of years, I knew this school wasn't right for me either. I was teased and bullied for my differences. I have an LSA with me in mainstream school, and the other girls teased me for it. My differences started to really stand out. As a result, my medical conditions started to deteriorate. My seizures were getting worse again, my hands were aching, and my energy levels were 0 after lunch every day. My mum had to collect me most days after lunch, and my memory was also not processing properly, as I was so anxious I couldn't focus. I had missed so much school that I was just getting more and more behind. The girls were also not including me in their after-school activities, as I was never ever there. During lockdown, I decided I really needed to move to a school that understood my conditions, my epilepsy, as well as my endocrine issues, and my exhaustion, and the way I learn. My parents found a really amazing new school, which only opened in September. There are 14 kids in my year, so the teachers get to know us very well. I also don't have to do subjects like history or geography, which are so difficult for me due to my memory issues. I have made some great friends, and people and teachers seem to be so nice and understanding. My disabilities are hidden. Although I am registered disabled, I don't run like other kids, I am not independent like other kids, although I am mainstream. I put so much into each day that when I get home, I am so exhausted and I have to sleep in the car if I'm going to get my homework done when I get home. I dread exams as my memory does not work like other kids. And to be really honest with you, I dread Tuesdays as it's always sports and I feel like other kids are going to tease me and that I look different. My endocrinologist, Dr. Spadeus, managed to get me starting to see Dr. Grossman and Louisa Monzani. Between them, they have helped me enormously with my anxiety, my confidence and my condition. I will always be different, but I am learning to embrace my condition and my brain injuries. I take around 25 pills a day and I am probably online or at the hospital weekly. But I'm doing well. I have made some great new friends at the 4th school in 3 years, but my friends have no idea what I have to do to get through each day of life. I'm very, very lucky to have some good friends, an amazing family, and a really fantastic medical team behind me. I'm one of the fortunate ones. Thank you so much for everything that you have done for me. On a positive note, I love to paint and have sold large canvases for charity. I was awarded Young Hero Award of the Year for my bravery, my charity work, and I have also recently started making bracelets and selling them to support 2 charities for sick children. These bracelets are called Hope Bracelets by Lucy and are on sale via Instagram in 3 shops in London. I also just got my predictions for my GCSEs and my last school told me I couldn't take them because I wouldn't be able to pass them. My new school has in fact predicted all A's and B's and I am so excited to see what lies ahead and what the future will bring me. Thank you so much.